It's only been a couple of days since the last video, but a lot has happened, and namely the stuff behind me that you see there. I would have recorded more of this process, but honestly, I am not that knowledgeable at AE2, so I kind of had to figure some stuff out, and I thought it would be a little bit boring. But essentially, I held a stack of titanium in my hand, and that unlocked the EV tier. I have done nothing on here, quite intentionally, because I don't feel like I'm actually ready for EV, but I technically am in EV now. But we're kind of pausing. We're chilling out. There's a lot that needs to be done. I did discover the best loot bag in the game is the AE2 loot bag, though. It gives some good stuff. I have so much AE2 crap just from the loot bags, and it's very nice. I have not had to craft too much. But it's good. I can see all my stuff here. I connected my cat just unplugged my second monitor. That was great. I connected all my dust to it. So if I type in dust, I have all the drawers from downstairs. That was actually pretty easy to do. I basically just made this ME storage bus and put it on the drawer controller. Then it runs up through there and connects to the controller. And yeah, I can just instantaneously take out and put back in whatever I want. It is so nice. Oh my god. I have quite a few storage cells, as you can see, and I didn't craft, I don't think, any of these. I just got them all from loot bags, so that was really sick. But it's not full. It's probably about half, maybe more than halfway full. But I think the plan is to not really put all that much stuff in there and use more of those storage thingies that I just showed you. Just seems like way cheaper and better. I'm not really seeing a downside to it. If I press this button, I also spent a lot of time figuring out how autocrafting works, which is, and hear me on this, fucking awesome. I've never actually had to do autocrafting before, so it was a new experience for me, but let me show you how it works. Here, I have some annealed copper in storage. We'll do that. So if I want some wires, some 1x annealed copper wires, I click on that. Let's say I want, let's do 20. Screw it. I put in 20, go to next. I pick which computer it wants to use to craft with. And that's just 2 blocks right behind me. I'll show you in a second. And then I hit start, and you can hear the wire mill activates. And that thing is just making the wires now. It sent the ingots to it, and then I have it auto outputting the item back into the interface, so it goes immediately back in. So I now have however many more I just made in storage. It's so cool, and this is just the most basic version of it. These are the crafting computers, by the way. Each one has a certain limit to it, so I'll need to make bigger and bigger ones as I do more complicated stuff, but it works at a basic level. As for how you make it, it's a little hard to explain. I take these blank patterns, and then I tell it what I want it to make, and then I take that pattern, I put it in here. These are all patterns, by the way, these little thingies I'm mousing over right now. See, if I click on it, you can see it's a pattern there. So you have to do it for like each thing you want to craft for each machine and whatnot. So it's a little tedious, but I think that's fair and balanced. So essentially I'm going to need a lot of machines and a lot of titanium to make all this, because these ME interfaces, each one is a whole titanium party. So yeah, I'm kind of holding off on going too much further with this right now because I have so much that I need to do first. But we have the basics of AE2 up and running now, which is sick. I've also been disconnecting it quite a bit whenever I'm not using it because it does pretty much use a consistent 1 amp of HV, which is a lot given my current power situation. Power situation is a little scuffed because I'm running both of these EBFs at basically full time, making all the dust that I need and whatnot. But that's one of the things I'm going to address today, because power is the main thing I need to fix right now in order to make more titanium and more AE2 and blah, 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 etc., etc. I have a lot of stainless steel here, and I'm going to put it to good use. This system was nice while it lasted, but it's time for a very major upgrade to it, I think. And here's what I'm going to be making. Well, that's just a checkbox task. Yeah. Distillation tower, basically, is what I'm making. It's a new multi-block. Well, a new multi-block to me, anyways. It looks like this. And then it gets really, really tall, basically. So the one I'm going to be making today, I believe, is this tall, unless I'm mistaken. But basically, it's going to replace all these distilleries that I have here. It's way faster and does all 4 of the splits that I have set up as one operation. So should be a lot more compact, a lot faster, just better in pretty much every way. Main reason for this is that the diesel supply keeps getting lower and lower and lower whenever I'm running those EBFs. This setup cannot keep up with demand, so it's about time. I'm also out of oil, so I'm gonna have to run over there and get some more. I might also make a lot more long-distance fluid pipes. Maybe it's about time I connected the deposit all the way back to base now that I have a much more consistent supply of steel with the bees. Thanks, bees, you're the best. Yeah, I mean, it made that many stacks of steel dust in just a very short amount of time, so we're kind of cooking. And the main thing kind of halting my progression right now is just chrome, which you get from ruby. So I have the miner set up at a redstone vein. I'm taxiing that back and forth because I need a lot of chrome. But Obviously, it's not that much of a problem given how much stainless steel I have here, but I'm about to use most of this on the distillery tower, so... But we'll see. I would like to make the distillery tower and also an LCR to replace the chemical reactors here. I'm not sure if I'll get to that today or not. We'll see. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. So here's the quest I'll be following. It looks like I need 40 stainless steel machine casing and also the distillery tower itself, obviously. But yeah, let's get started with the 40 casings, I suppose. Just a lot of plates and some rods. All right, we can make that happen. Ooh, that's interesting. Got the plates and rods that I need crafting up. That'll take just a little bit, but not too bad. In the meantime, I think I'll start looking at what I need for the actual controller block. It's 4 EV circuits. That's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, so I have nothing that I need. That's great. I'm pretty close on the 2 pumps that I need. Looks like I'm missing the bottom 2 ingredients, which is a motor and rubber ring. It's always rubber rings. I mean, I'm telling you, man. Every time. I guess I'll make the EV circuits first, because the rest of it seems a little annoying. I did make 12 HV circuits last night, so this shouldn't be the most painful thing in the world, unless I don't have what I need, but I hope that I do. I also made this nice little circuit tab. I think I forgot to show you this last time, but basically just shows everything that I need to make each circuit. So very easy, makes it way quicker for me to get what I need, although hopefully I'll be able to autocraft circuits before too long. You know, knock on wood, it's going to be a while, but we're trying. Blue alloy, need that for sure. Electrum wire, probably more than that actually. Oh my god, you had 16 for each one. That's crazy. All right, so we'll do some wire milling for that. RAM, I'll have to cut up these wafers. Wires, diodes again, that's kind of random. Only 4 though, so that's very nice. And then another board, because of course. It's always boards with these circuits, I'm telling you. Okay, looks like the rods are done, that's good. Now I gotta run these blue alloy ingots through there. It's like a minute for each one, so it'll be like around 10 minutes for that. Not too awful. Looks like I accidentally made some stainless steel foil as well. That was not part of the plan, but I'm sure I'll use it eventually, probably. Setting 4 with the rods. I'll just let those run through for a good little while. And it's pretty quick at least. That's the good news. Okay, there is the 4 EV circuits, and I think with that I have just about everything I need to get crafting this. Already got the 40 casings that I needed, so I've just been getting together all the other stuff now. All right, yeah, just need the HV machine hull. Nice, had everything that I needed. Let's go. All right, distillation tower. Bada bing, bada boom. Does that complete the quest? Yes, it does. Oh my god. Ooh, 2 enchanted HV loot bags. My oh my. Well, if the options are that or heavy and light fuel, I guess I have to go with the loot bag. Oh, I got another quest done as well. Very nice. All right, let's see. Bink, bink. A little diamond chest, you know? I don't hate that. I'm okay with it. Maybe not as useful anymore, but what are you gonna do? And then for the various other things, I'm gonna do HV power for this, so I will need an HV energy hatch, which I don't think I have. Of course I don't. This thing is still quite annoying to make every time. A little bit of energetic alloy crafting later, and I think I've got all that I need for the hatch. I'll throw them all in there. Bada bing, bada boom, 10 seconds. And I will also, of course, need a maintenance hatch. Easy enough. Then I'll need to make 6 input or output hatches because I need 5 outputs and 1 input. Tier does not matter so much to me because I'm just going to put them into super tanks most likely anyways. I'm not going to do ULV. I think that might clog up the system a little bit, but I will do LV. Don't think I need anything too crazy, so 6 tanks and 6 LV machine holes. I have 5 tanks because of course I couldn't have the right amount. That would be preposterous. Fun word, that one. I definitely predict I'm not going to have enough to do this. Oh, I had the steel plates, all right. How about the rest of it? Oh my god, I actually had enough. Holy shit. Thank you, bulk crafting, you're my hero. But the tank must of course be annoying because it always is. Kinda doubt I have any more obsidian glass, but maybe I do. Unsurprisingly, I did not, but we'll make some. Oh, wait a minute, I do have obsidian glass, what the hell? Why wasn't that showing up? That's odd. Anyways, here's 4 more tanks, all right. Circuit 1, hole, tanks, glue. 6 seconds a pop, all right, I can live with that. That's all the hatches, and then I will need an output bus. Okay, which looks very familiar. This crafting thing is like not working that well. It didn't put my wrench in there either when I just tried to autocomplete it. A little odd, but not the end of the world. All right, setting 2, machine hole, chest. Okay, I think I actually have everything that I need now. It took a little while, but what doesn't in GTNH? So then I guess it's time to do some renovations. This is gonna be quite a few changes, actually. I think I'm just gonna wipe the whole thing and, well, at least up to here and go from there. Let's see, this might take me a minute. Be right back. I think it's time. This setup was also attached to the main power grid, so I'm gonna be moving this generator back up to where the main battery is and pulling a power line down here. Will be a lot of energy loss, probably like almost an entire amp, but what are you gonna do? The positioning of this might look a little bit odd, but I'm just trying to make it work with the existing stuff without having to mess up too much. I don't want to have a huge power blackout and just be completely screwed, so looks like it is hollow. I'll keep that in mind. The item output will be here. I don't really expect to use that for anything. Then each layer gets one output hatch. Whoops. I'm actually gonna swap this out. This will be the fluid input, and then this will be the item output, just so it's closer. And then maintenance hatch right here. Why the hell not? Let me seal that off, and I believe, yeah, there we go. That looks like the multi-block to me, baby. Damn, it's pretty freaking cool. Tall boy, a tall boy. Put my stuff in the toolbox, bonk this. Circuitry's burned out. Uh-oh. Soldering iron needs to be recharged. Whoa, that's a, oh, I guess the soldering iron makes stuff look different. I didn't know that it did that. Interesting. What in the world? I charged it and then I balked it and it's still messed up. What's going on? I guess I'll let it charge more. It wasn't fully charged, to be fair. All right, I used 10% of the charge whenever I hit it. Okay, yeah, that did it. Cool. So it's fully formed now. I just need to bring it some power, which is right there. There's 12 more cables. That's probably going to be enough. I do need to be careful here. I have MV voltage running through some silver cables right there. Need to make sure I don't connect those to this, or we will have a very unfortunate explosion. An unscheduled fireworks show, I'll say. Bring this on down. Whoops. So glad I made the toolbox way back when. So useful. Oh my god. All right, we hook it up to power, HV energy hatch, silver cable. Bada bing, bada boom. Sick. Then I connect the oil to it. Okay, and this should kick into action right about now. Efficiency 0%. That's always a good sign. The input hatch has power. No valid recipe found. Interesting. I have to give it a circuit number. All right, do I want to do 1 or 9? I think I'm going to do 9. It's just 10x the amount of inputs. Difference being the power level, and I have HV. So let's see if it works. Where the hell do I set the circuit? Oh, do I have to have an input bus? Let's see if I convert this to input. Okay, yeah, there's circuit input. We go circuit 9. I think this is going to shoot into action quite quickly. I think. Oh my. Oh yeah. We are making some goodies. Wow. A lot of it, might I add. Oh, there it all is. Filling up the different containers. God damn, this is so much faster. It's kind of insane. And I have naphthenic acid now, which don't ask me what that is or what it does, because I don't know. Let's check the power draw. Hopefully it won't stop running by the time I get up there. Looks like it's pulling about 1 amp. Not too shocking. You know what? I don't really want to have to hook all this back up just to tear it down again. I'm going to make the LCR. I'm going to lock in. We're going to make the second LCR right now because I don't want to have to do all this shit's a fucking disaster. Let's be real here. All right, LCR time. Well, LCR number 2 time. Number 2 time. Poop time. Got him. All right, a lot more crafting later. I think I have everything that I need for the second LCR. Not positive. Might need some more chemically inert machine casings. Is that what it's called? Chemically inert machine casing. But yeah, we'll see. I've got 2 inputs and 2 outputs for now, which is probably not enough, but I'm not positive how to set this up. The wiki said that if you put a screwdriver on a hatch, you could control its inputs and outputs, but that does not seem to be working for me. Unless, of course, I try it right now and it just starts working for no reason. Okay, it's doing something now. Input filter. Okay, so it wasn't working on the LCR upstairs, but this is kind of working. Oh, okay, so I guess that's how you filter it. You just have to keep on right-clicking until it gets set. Anyways, I'm gonna have to mess around with this a little bit because I don't fully know what's gonna happen here, but one way to find out, I suppose. My freaking wrench got stuck upstairs again. I wish it would stop using my wrench whenever I craft stuff. Like, use the ones that are in the system, man. Okay, I've gutted a lot of the reactor stuff here. Way less pipes involved than there was previously. But I've kept the tanks, though, because I do want to keep this processing the way that it is at the end, but I need to fill these tanks from the LCR's output. Okay, I had to make a few more inert machine casings, but I might be good now. It doesn't look like this fully formed. Oh, let me start by bonking it. Bonk. An incomplete structure. I put the coil on the bottom. I'm thinking that might be the issue here. Let me put it on top. Okay, it's now on top. It doesn't seem to have done the trick. This is a little odd. I don't have an output bus. Maybe that's the issue. Let me go make one of those. I just made an input one because I need it for the circuit, but it might require both. I'm going through a pretty absurd amount of steel doing all of this, but once again, I have it automated now, so who really cares? Okay, Mr. Output Bus, will you save the day? No, it will not. What's wrong with this thing? Let's see how I place things on the other one. Oh, I'm so silly. The controller has to be in the middle, not on the bottom. Ha 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 ha. Baka. All right. Okay, yeah, that fixed it, unsurprisingly. Oh, and it counted my maintenance hatch bonk, so that's cool. All right, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna actually want 4 output hatches. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and make them, because I feel very confident I need all 4 of them. Okay, 2 more output hatches. That recipe has gotten pretty easy to make after I've done it so many times. All right, I'm gonna rearrange these slightly, and it took my wrench again. Does anybody know how to stop that? Can I make it not use my wrench whenever I put a recipe in? This is like the 12th time I've had to come back up here and grab it. It's getting pretty annoying. Okay, I'm gonna move these around a little bit, just so that it's more practical. So that one will go here. This one, oh, I can move that one as well, actually. That one will be really easy, 1 block away. This one will go there, and this one will go here, and finally, this one will go all the way down for the heavy fuel. Sick. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling good about this. I think this is going to work quite well. Hopefully, famous last words and whatnot. Ooh, I actually need another one for the hydrogen sulfide. Oh my god, so many hatches. I need to just bulk craft a whole bunch of hatches. I guess this is what my future looks like. You won't believe it, but I'm out of tanks again. At least I bulk crafted obsidian glass. Okay, hydrogen sulfide. I guess I'll output. Oh my god, it took my wrench again. I'm actually an insane person. I'm learning no lessons. What the fuck? This one will be hydrogen sulfide. And I'll just output it right into there. Okay, so this one will be, what is this? Is this light fuel? Where's heavy fuel? Oh, here's heavy fuel. Okay. This one will be heavy fuel, so I put that in there. And then with a screwdriver, I think I spam click it quite a bit. Outputs items in one specific fluid, heavy fuel. All right. Hell yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. This is gonna be really cool if this works out how I'm thinking it will. And this one is a light fuel. Click, 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 click. We've got our gas on this one. And finally, Mr. Naphtha. Hell yeah, baby. Oh wait, I gotta do the hydrogen sulfide as well. And your hydrogen sulfide. Hell yeah, all right. This is really fucking cool. I hope this actually works. That will be the moment of truth. All right, let's do it back up before I plug in power, because you never know. Okay, we plug the power in. No explosions. That's very cool. Oh, I should mark the hydrogen one as well, probably. Actually, no, I don't need to do that. Okay. I don't know how this is going to work for sure. Ooh, I need to get rid of that naphthenic acid somehow. I don't even know what this does. Looks like I can make Weedex and Cobalt 2 if it's mixed with this. I don't know. I might just void this for the time being. Maybe that's dumb. Maybe I should super tank it. I'm also getting to use the microprocessor recipe for the first time. I needed LV circuits for the super tank that I was going to make. So I'm making 2 at a time. Very cool stuff. LV circuits are officially very cheap to make, which is sick. Love that. Oh, and I got a quest for it, I guess. Nice! I'm going to try to move these 2. So I want the weird one to be on the top. I think I'll be able to lock this, right? Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'm locking everything. Just call me the fucking deadbolt, because I'm out here locking shit. Okay, that's all locked now. Looks like it does auto output, so that's pretty cool. You won't believe what I left upstairs. That's right, it's the wrench again. Leaving my wrench makes me feel like the Grinch. Okay, for now, that shit's just gonna dump into here. And I'll go ahead and turn on overflow voiding mode because I don't want any unfortunate surprises there. Okay, now I need to feed hydrogen. We'll make the top one our hydrogen deposit. Oh, looks like I can't lock that input, but I don't need to, which I already realized earlier, but now I'm realizing again. Deal with it. I'll have this output there. Okay, that should feed the hydrogen. I'll turn on auto output. There we go. And that should be filled up constantly. Now here's the question mark. If I feed all of these into one pipe, is that gonna work or no? I guess we'll find out. Let's just see what happens here. Probably need to set a circuit. I think it's circuit 4, if I recall. Go over here, number 4. Let's see what happens. Hopefully big things. All right, so far, no things. So it might not be enough, actually. Yeah, it has to be 8,000. Okay, well, I can make that happen. Oh, actually can't make that happen yet. Shit. All right, so I put all the old fluid tanks that I had touching the hatches. So hopefully it'll all be output into them like that. Now I'm going to pump them into these pipes. Well, one shared pipe, and I'm hoping that that will work, but it might not. Time will tell. TBD, you know? I guess I could actually use fluid conduits. Maybe that would be way easier than this. Now I'm curious. Okay, I think fluid conduits are instantaneous. Maybe. So probably the better option for this. Anyways, I guess we'll just start with heavy oil. Should be pretty simple. Oh, I gotta tell it I can insert there. Okay, we are inserting. That is definitely not instantaneous. Maybe it's instantaneous over distance or something, but yeah, whatever. That seems like it's probably gonna be way too slow for what I'm trying to do. There's 8,000 though. That should be enough for it to start going. Oh, there it goes. It did one operation. Very, very quickly. Holy shit. Yep, and it went into the correct hatch. Hell yeah. So I can hook that up to the existing system. There we go. So heavy fuel is functioning once again. And then I also need to send the hydrogen sulfide into the electrolyzer here. Okay, hydrogen sulfide is processing again, so we're chilling there. Okay, I'm gonna hook up the rest of them and see just like what behavior it even does, because I don't actually know. Oh, it looks like it might just not connect the two. It's not really what I'm hoping for. Okay, yeah, that definitely doesn't work. All right, back to plan A then. Let's do GT pipes. I don't think this is ever gonna work now that I'm thinking about it more. I think there's always gonna be a little bit of leftover fluid, which is gonna ruin this, but I guess I'm this deep in, might as well try to keep going. Gambler's fallacy in real life. Sunken cost fallacy, whatever, same thing. All right. Pump will import. Now that one will also import. And yeah, it can't because there is excess heavy fuel. Not fluid, fuel. So I guess the solution here is going to be I need 3 more input hatches. Oh my god, it's never ending. Okay, 3 input hatches later. Well, if I ever need to change any part of this, it's going to be a nightmare because of the way these pipes are. But I think everything is at least connected now. If I press power on this, let's see if something starts happening. Hopefully. All of the outputs are empty. Okay, this is stupid. I need to move these pipes a little bit. I can't even reach anything. Okay, there's the slightly less stupid version. I can at least see the controller now. Okay, not enough fluid output space. That's odd, because I think they're all empty. They are all empty. Is there another fluid being created that I wasn't aware of, or what the hell's happening? Shouldn't be any extra ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. Oh, I get it. So this is the order that they get put out. Layer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I swapped these 2 around, but then I locked the hatches. So it's trying to put fluid into outputs that it can't go into for these top 2. Gotcha. Interesting. All right. Well, that's a little annoying, but not the end of the world. So this needs to move. Whoops. I just ate something it was not supposed to eat. God damn it. Okay, and then I unlock these. There we go. Now we're distilling once more. I need to go get more flight potions so I can actually get to where I need to be. I did not expect for this to be a 3-hour ordeal, but here we are. What are you gonna do? the price of Greg. Okay, I think everything is actually hooked up now. And perhaps we'll be working correctly. This is definitely making stuff. That's good. Not enough fluid output space. Ah, yes, that's correct. I didn't actually run everything all the way, but I'm going to. I'm going to need way more wrought iron pipes, though, tragically. And I could definitely simplify this a little bit, but I don't feel like doing that right now, so I'm just going to keep the existing setup. There's light fuel taken care of. Naphtha literally just goes across the street. And finally, our refinery gas goes in there. All right. Now, will it run unimpeded? Not enough fluid output space. Okay, well, now I don't understand why it isn't working. Got hydrogen there. I've got sulfuric heavy fuel, sulfuric naphtha, sulfuric gas, and sulfuric light fuel. Did it maybe try to craft more heavy fuel, but it wasn't able to fit it? Pull out 2000, see if that unclogs anything. That didn't make any difference, weirdly. Thought it would do something for sure. I really need super tanks for all 4 of these things. Okay, well, unclogging the heavy fuel did let it run again briefly, but we are now once again stuck. Same problem. Not enough fluid output space. So odd. They're all empty. How do you not have enough fluid output space? Genuinely, all of them are empty. What the fuck is going on? I'm confused by this, man, but my brain's pretty fried, so I'm gonna call it there. We got really close to setting it up. Sorry for a bit of a lame ending, but I have to work tomorrow, so you gotta deal with it. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to like the video, feel free to like it. If you want to subscribe, feel free to do that. But yeah, having fun times, having good times. I want to get the cetane boosted setup once I have this actually functioning again, but, you know, I'm not sure how difficult that's going to be. Anyways, see you later. Meow.